Welcome to episode 3 of Cronisphere. It's Sunday, October 6th, 2024, and we've got a lot to cover today. Let's dive into what's been happening around the world. First up, the aftermath of Hurricane Helene. The storm swept through the southeastern U.S., leaving destruction in its wake. Relief efforts by the Biden-Harris administration, particularly through FEMA, have faced intense criticism. In Asheville, North Carolina, FEMA's response was slow, arriving a full week after the storm, according to reports. Helene's impact extends beyond property damage, with concerns over biological and chemical contamination in floodwaters. Experts are warning that pollutants in these waters could pose long-term risks to drinking water and soil quality, potentially leading to tighter regulations in the future. As if that wasn't enough, another tropical system is brewing in the Gulf of Mexico, threatening further chaos on the East Coast in the coming days. Shifting gears to Europe, the National Bank of Poland has made waves by expanding its gold reserves to 420 tons, surpassing the United Kingdom. Poland's aggressive gold-buying spree has positioned the country among the world's largest holders of gold, reflecting a strategic push by its conservative government to strengthen financial security. Poland now holds nearly 20% of its currency reserves in gold, a move expected to continue over the next decade. Meanwhile, across the globe in China, the economic downturn is becoming harder for the government to conceal. Civil unrest has surged by 18% this year as real estate continues to crumble. Negative economic factors have been building since the imposition of tariffs in 2018, but the COVID-19 lockdowns have exacerbated the situation. China's leadership is now facing one of its most challenging periods in decades, as the economy falters and unrest grows. In the UK, reflections on Brexit continue to dominate the political landscape. Commentary on the subject suggests that the fight for Brexit was less about sovereignty and more a power struggle between UK elites aligned with globalist agendas. As the nation moves further away from its former European ties, many see this as a pivotal moment for the UK's future. There are no clear heroes in this narrative, only victims and those still clinging to a past glory. Back to the US, recent rankings have named some of the dirtiest cities in the country. San Bernardino County in California takes the lead, with its significant pollution issues stemming from heavy diesel truck traffic and an abundance of warehouses. California, Texas, and New Jersey each have 2 cities in the top 10, highlighting ongoing concerns over air quality and urban pollution. In Sweden, the growth of organized crime is becoming an increasingly dire issue. Criminal enterprises are estimated to generate between 100 and 150 billion SEK each year, money that, if diverted into the real economy, could significantly improve social welfare programs. The rise in murders, shootings, and bombings has prompted calls for more aggressive measures to recover illicit funds and curb the criminal economy, with a new law set to pass in November aimed at addressing this growing problem. Meanwhile, political tensions are flaring up in Pennsylvania, where the Supreme Court has agreed to hear a case regarding mail-in voting policies ahead of the 2024 election. The outcome of this case could have major implications for voting practices in one of the nation's key battleground states. At the heart of the debate is whether voters should have the opportunity to correct defective ballots, a decision that could sway the administration of future elections. Lastly, in financial markets, analysts are speculating on China's next move as it faces mounting economic pressure. Many believe China will have no choice but to engage in quantitative easing to stave off a more significant economic crisis. If China moves forward with this, we could see ripple effects throughout the global economy, with some predicting soaring oil and Bitcoin prices as a result. That's it for today's roundup. Stay tuned for more insights next week. This has been Cronisphere, your go-to for global updates.